Hello guys, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I bring you a new interesting episode. Today I want to talk about the Nasdaq Momentum Masters. So this is, I think, a very good moment to look at the Nasdaq Momentum Masters stocks, because currently we have the strong Nasdaq pullback. And yeah, first of all, I want to look at the Nasdaq a little bit, talk about the Nasdaq. Here you can see it, and the current pullback situation. And after that, I will give you the top 10 Nasdaq Momentum Masters, the Momentum Master stocks of the Nasdaq 100. And I think these are the stocks you should focus on right now. You should focus on to get a good entry position, because there is money to be made, and you should not leave that money on the table or on the street, because on the street someone will pick it up. Either it's you or it is somebody else. So don't leave the money on the table. Okay guys, so let's talk first about the Nasdaq and the current pullback and the current situation. Yeah, I mean, as you guys know, the US election is just a couple of days ahead. And yeah, I think the market is starting to get nervous, because at the moment it's not sure which candidate will win. Yeah, and I think it's a tough race between the two candidates, and there's no clear winner as of now, in my opinion. So it could even get worse with that pullback. Yeah, and the other thing is the corona pandemic. Currently it's so strong, it's increasing. Yeah, I mean, the case numbers are increasing, so this is hurting the market as well, especially in Europe. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, here we see the longer term chart. Yeah, the long term uptrend with the two big declines. And yeah, here at the top, this is the topping phase we are currently experiencing. And here we saw at the end of August, we had a pullback. We recovered, but we did not make a new high till, let's say, 12th of October. And since then, we went to another pullback. Yeah, and now in the short-term chart, you can see the current pullback. We are just a little bit away from the previous low of the previous pullback. Yeah, and this is the low of 21 of September, around 10,640 or something. Yeah, around that. Yeah, area. So around 10,650. If we break down below this area, this could be very could see further downside then. So yeah, but the Nasdaq is pulling back, and yeah, we look for good entries for our stocks. And today I want to bring you the best Nasdaq Momentum Master stocks to focus right now. And please, so take your notebook, take a note of these stocks, so later you can check them out. Maybe there could be some good fit stock for you in the current situation. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with the first stock. The first stock is Zoom Video Communications. Yeah, and it has been a very strong stock here to date. Yeah, I mean, it's up. Still, it's up about more than 500%, 575%. And as you can see now, it's pulling back, and it's going near to the 50-day moving average. Yeah, I mean, I think this could be an attractive entry point at 443. Yeah, currently we are at 460. So still at the moment it could be attractive as well. Yeah, Zoom Video Communications has excellent growth characteristics and momentum characteristics. Yeah, so the EPS growth is very strong with around 1,800%. It has as well a very strong sales growth of 262% and a super strong relative strength rating of 99. So it's definitely a top momentum, Nasdaq momentum play. So guys, check that stock out. And by the way, this stock is in my best long-term Tech Growth Stock strategy. It's a strong holding in that strategy. So check that strategy out as well. I have some videos on my channel for that strategy, and I made this strategy has currently around 34 holdings, and it's an actively diversified strategy, and these holdings have a long-term holding period and a very high return potential. So check this strategy out, and maybe there are some good stocks in it for you. And I have a 4-part series about that strategy with the current holdings. Check them out in the below the video or in my channel, in my playlist. I talk about tech software stocks, tech semiconductor stocks, internet retail stocks, biotech stocks, healthcare stocks, and so on. Yeah, so I think this could be interesting for you. Okay guys, so that's it for Zoom Video Communication. An excellent growth play. It had earnings breakout. Yeah, and it has a good high valuation. So which I consider a good characteristics for a good tech growth stock and also for a good momentum stock. So it's a top pick. Check that stock out. I think this is a very good pullback buy stock. Okay, the next Nasdaq Momentum Master Stock is TSLA, Tesla. Okay, here you can see the long-term chart of Tesla. I mean, you can see it was in a sideways movement, and this year, or let's say at the last year, mid last year, or let's say around October last year, it broke out of its sideways trend and moved into an uptrend, into a strong uptrend. Yeah, and currently we are moving sideways a little bit in Tesla in the short-term chart, and with the current pullback, Tesla pulled back a little bit. So now we are at 388, and before the high was at around 500. So this could be an attractive entry point at the moment. Tesla has the earnings growth is not that good. It is currently minus 113%, but it has the sales growth is 13%, which is quite okay, but also not the strongest. But it has a so strong relative strength rating of 99. So that's definitely a top momentum master stock. So guys, check that stock out. Maybe that in the near-term future could be an attractive entry point. I think, for instance, here, if we look at this moving average, it is number 20. Yeah, it's a 100-day moving average. This could be an attractive entry point, for instance, at 350. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for Tesla. Strong momentum master stock. The next super strong Nasdaq momentum master stock is mRNA, Moderna. Yeah, Moderna is a strong health technologies company or biotech company, and here you can see the longer term chart. Yeah, you can see after its IPO it had a sideways movement. Yeah, and then in this year around March it went into an uptrend. Yeah, and quite recently in the short-term chart we see it's building a sideways. Now it was in a sideways, volatile sideways movement. Yeah, and now still here, tightened up a little bit now, and in some time maybe it could break out from here and continue its uptrend, which would be quite good. The growth characteristics for Moderna are, the EPS growth is not that good, it's minus 18%, but it has super strong sales growth of 180%, and has a super strong relative strength rating of 97. So it's definitely a top biotech stock and a top momentum master stock of the Nasdaq. So check that stock out. I think in the current pullback it could be an attractive stock. Okay guys, that's it for Moderna. The next stock, the next super performance momentum master stock is Doku sign, DOCU. Here you can see the longer term chart of Doku. Yeah, you see it was in a sideways movement, and then and then it built out a strong uptrend. Yeah, and now in the short term chart we can see here it's also in a sideways move, but it had here this exhaustion gap, or this strong up gap at the end of August, and then decline, yeah, and still now it's in that sideways movement, and it's at the lower end of that sideways base. So this could be an attractive entry here now. I mean, Doku has an EPS growth of -7%, which is not that good, but it has a strong sales growth of 42%, which is quite decent and strong, and it had a very strong relative strength rating of 96. So this is also very strong, and it's in a strong sector in the tech software sector. So that is also favorable. I mean, the software stocks had a so great performance over the recent years, so this is good, yeah. So Doku is definitely an Nasdaq Momentum Masters stock. Okay guys, that's it for Doku. Let's check out the next stock. The next stock is Mercado Libre, Meli, M-E-L-I. Okay, here we can see the longer term chart of Meli. Yeah, it's in a long term uptrend, and yeah, if we look here, in 2019 we had more or less a volatile sideways movement, and this year we broke out from that sideways movement and went into an uptrend, into a strong, nicely uptrend. Quite recently, we had a sideways movement with a little bit upside move. And now with a pullback, we are pulling back in Meli, and yeah, the growth characteristics are the EPS growth is not that good. It's -90%, but it has a very strong sales growth of 49% and a strong relative strength rating of 94. So it's a good internet retail stock, and definitely it's a top Nasdaq Momentum Master stock. Okay guys, that's it for Meli. Let's check out the next stock, and it's JD.com. Yeah, here we can see the longer term chart. It's in an uptrend, and in the short term chart we are also in an uptrend, and here we are tightening quite strongly. So a breakout above this level, above the, let's say, around 85, 86 or 85.55, a breakout above this and above this high around 86.3. This could be a very good entry point. Yet JD has extra strong growth characteristics, an EPS growth of around 1,200%, a strong sales growth of 24%, and a strong relative strength rating of 95. It's a top internet retail stock, and definitely a top Nasdaq Momentum Master stock. Okay, that's it for JD. Let's look at the next stock. The next Nasdaq Momentum Master stock is NVDA, NVIDIA. Here we can see the longer term chart. Yeah, we had that pullback, that strong pullback into end of 2018, and then quite a long sideways move. And around September 2019, we went into an uptrend again, and there we are. In the short term chart, we moved up. Then we had an exhaustion upside gap, yeah, which ended at the end of August. That from there we pulled back, and we could not make a new high, yeah. So we failed, and now we are pulling back. Now we're at the lower side of the sideways move here, and yeah, here it could be an attractive entry point soon for NVDA. Yeah, NVIDIA has excellent growth characteristics, a strong EPS growth of 70%, a strong sales growth of 44%, and a strong relative strength rating of 95. So it's a top Nasdaq Momentum Masters stock. Okay, that's it for NVIDIA. The next Momentum Master stock of the Nasdaq is Dexcom. DXCM. Here you can see the long-term chart of Dexcom, and you can see it's in an uptrend. Yeah, and currently you can see it's pulling back. Yeah, here we had building a base. The base kind of we could not break out, and now with the Nasdaq pullback we are pulling back strongly also in Dexcom. Here we can see we have the 250-day moving average, and now we pull back to the 250-day moving average. So soon there could be an attractive entry point, maybe for the Dexcom, yeah, if it's holding up. Maybe we could see a bounce from the 250-day moving average. Yeah, Dexcom EPS growth is not that good. It's minus 341%. But it has a strong sales growth of 39% and a strong relative strength rating of 93. So it's a Nasdaq Momentum Master stock. You can check it out, and it's in a hot sector, medical diagnostics and research. Okay guys, that's it for Dexcom. Let's check out the next stock, and the next stock is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Here you can see the longer term chart of AMD. Yeah, you can see in 2018 we were in a sideways move, and start of let's say, although this was 2017, we were in the sideways move, and around May 2018 we broke out from that move strongly, went to an uptrend. Yeah, now we are still in that uptrend, in that longer term uptrend. In the short term chart you can see, yeah, we were building it looks like it wants to build a base here, and now we are at the lower end of the base, yeah, at the bottom of the base, so could be a good entry soon. And yeah, AMD has excellent growth characteristics, a super strong EPS growth of 817%, a strong sales growth of 33%, and a strong relative strength rating of 94. So it's a very strong tech semiconductor stock. Check that stock out. I think at the moment it's attractive to buy. Okay guys, that's it for AMD. Now I come to the 10th and final Nasdaq Momentum Master stock, and it is PDD. Pinduoduo. Yeah, here you can see the longer term chart. It has been an IPO in 2019. Yeah, after its IPO we had a sideways movement, a volatile sideways movement, and building of a, let's say, a volatile IPO base. And then in September 2019 we broke out of that base and went into an uptrend. Yeah, and this uptrend, especially this year after the March decline, it built a very strong uptrend. Yeah, and now we are building a base here in the short-term chart. And yesterday we broke out here quite nicely. Today we pull back a little bit. Yeah, PDD has excellent growth characteristics, a strong EPS growth of 47%, a strong sales growth of 52%, and a strong relative strength rating of 94. It's in a hot sector in the internet retail space, and it's definitely a Nasdaq Momentum Master stock. Okay guys, these were the top 10 Nasdaq Momentum Master stocks to consider in the current Nasdaq pullback. check these stocks out, do your analysis. I think these stocks could benefit to you very much. When especially when the Nasdaq recovers from the pullback, and I think maybe sooner or later it could be just after the U.S. election there could be a strong move in the Nasdaq. Yeah. So guys, I think definitely it's now a time to be quick. Do your analysis over the weekend, and yeah, and guys, I hope you can make good profits with with these stocks. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe below. This would help me very much, and also leave your comments below so I can answer to them. And guys, yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, I wish you good luck with that current pandemic, that you do not get hurt or anything. And please, yeah, please also please check out my other videos. Yeah, I have my other strategy, the Tech Growth Stocks Daily Strategy, and below you can monitor the performance of my strategies, and especially this Tech Growth Stocks Daily Strategy, as well as I have other videos about this strategy, and also about the best long-term Tech Growth Stocks strategy. I have a 4-part series about this, with different stocks, tech software stocks, telecommunication services stocks, biotech stocks, hot internet retail stocks, and so on. So check these videos out. I think they could benefit to you. I also do videos on how to analyze stocks. I have one video about fundamental characteristics of leading tech growth stocks and of high growth stocks. So check that video out. There are a lot of interesting criteria you can use in your analysis. Yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching. Now I talked a lot. See you next time, and take care.